the women, the young women in particular, came out in droves for Mamdani. And, it is the most masochistic voting bloc in our country. The most damaging voting bloc is liberal women. They are
especially
super
white
motivated.
Ones. Especially the white liberal women. The worst.
Just the absolute worst. So there's a lot of evidence to suggest that white men are really the only voting bloc that didn't come out for Mamdani, which is terrifying. I mean, we need more people to understand history, to understand economics, and they just don't. They're just too educated by social media, and they're not told in schools, because obviously liberals have already taken a hold of public schools and that level of indoctrination. So we can't rely on these young people to know any history. And so they're just going with their feels. And women are notoriously empathetic, and they have the bleeding hearts. And so this is what you get. It sucks. It absolutely sucks.
I think in another video, I talked about how modern women, they just kind of float. They don't really have any structure. They don't have any discipline. They just grab on to different things. And years down the road, they wonder why they are in the position that they are. And it's because they don't follow anything. They're just lost. And they end up a loser.
You ever notice how men get married, have a kid, and suddenly they're like, oh, damn, this is a lot. It's game time for them. Now they're trying to figure it out, how to provide, how to show up better, how to love her more, juggle the job, the car, the bills, all of it. And they're learning as they go. But here's the thing. A lot of women come into the relationship with this fairy tale already written. You're Prince Charming, honey. And now she's trying to make you be that. And the more you don't fit her script, the more frustrated she gets. And then she ends up sitting in someone's office going, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. And the kicker, he never did. But she just assumed he would. She just thought her man would magically turn into that guy. So now the question becomes, are you actually seeing this man for who he is? Or are you trying to shove him into a mold that only existed in your head? A mold that no one could actually fit? See, men come into marriage like, all right, I'm here. I don't have it all figured out, but I'm going to try. I'm going to learn. I'm going to grow. But then what happens? The woman says, you're taking too long. You're not there yet. Why? Because he doesn't fit her fantasy version of a husband. And the wild part, so many of these women already have great husbands. But because his greatness doesn't look like the greatness she imagined, she can't even recognize it. Like, just because he's not your exact shade of red doesn't mean he's not red.
What the fuck is feminism? We can't even identify what a fucking woman is. So what are we getting at? This one's gonna piss some people off. So anyone can just decide to be a woman. God forbid a woman has like a shit ton of bodies. Even the feminists low-key think she's a Bonnie Blue is literally exactly what feminists fought for. No, this shit ain't fucking adding up anymore. We're telling people that selling yourself online, which is basically online prostitution, is cool. You're empowering yourself. I think y'all might have lost the plot. The dice on Rainbet rolls either red or green. My dog is either a fucking boy or a girl. I don't want to hear shit about feminism until one of you feminists can tell me what the fuck a woman is. Scientifically.
This is what Google's homepage looks like on March 8th, which is International Women's Day. We have the custom logo. It's International Women's Day. Explore how women in STEM have shaped our world. And this is what Google's homepage looks like on November 19, which is International Men's Day. Nothing. I hope this helps.
I told you that you can't. No. No. That's why they stopped mowing the grass. That's why they stopped mowing. Baby girl, you gotta get up. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. What the fuck wrong with you, bitch? Stop. Come on, girl. Get up. No, you can't do that. I'm gonna go on.
If men only knew how much power they had, to invite a woman into deeper surrender and devotion to them, they would know that if she's not trusting your leadership, or she's asking questions, or she's criticizing or complaining, that she's not in full trust of you. And why is that? Do you trust you? Are you leading your own life, or are you still trying to play out what your parents wanted you to do, what society thinks is right? How connected to your own heart, your own dreams, your own truth are you? And how deeply are you embodying that? The more you do that, she naturally trusts you more, and she naturally wants to follow you more. It sets you apart from the crowd.
Of course, it's going to be the man's problem. Of course, it's going to be the man's fault. He needs to tap deeper into who he is. But we're not going to talk about how she goes to her parents, how she'll go to her pastor or her mentor, how she'll go to one of her friends, one of her family members, and they'll say things against him. And so the decision that he made, that man done already talked about it. Y'all done already discussed it. That man has already gone down the road, put the plan in motion. But now somebody come back, oh, I don't know about that. Maybe we need to have another 6, 7, 8 hour conversation. Maybe we need to take another 2 or 3 months to think about it. And nothing ever gets done. She don't trust that man because she's listening to everybody else outside the relationship. That could also be a problem.
Listen, little babies, to my ladies, we're going to have to stop all this wanting to be led, but then we want to lead at the same fucking time. You can't do both. You're going to have to pick one. Okay, and I get it. We be in, survival mode and dealing with trauma, but you're going to have to learn how to put that shit down and learn how to let a man lead. And in order to even do that in the first place, you're going to have to understand what a leader is, what he look like when you see one. Okay, because we get confused a lot of times with leading comes with just someone knowing how to provide. Providing is not the only thing that determines a leader. And if you know, the system is set against us. It's not women and men versus each other. It's them against us. And they understand the power that it is when we have a family unit. They understand the power that comes with structure. You're going to have to put that down. It's not your role. It's not your fucking job. Let these men do what the fuck they supposed to do. Sit the fuck back and shut up.
And this needs to make sense, ladies. It's ridiculous and it's ironic out here, right? Because you will say you want a man he has to make 6 figures, he has to have 6 inches, and he has to be 6 feet tall. But what's weird to me is that you say these things, but only to what? To use him? So there are all these men out here that meet that criteria, but you don't even want to get to know him. You don't want any relationship. You don't want longevity with him. You only want to use him. So why do you even want a man to have 6 inches, 6 figures, or to be 6 feet tall? Make it make sense.
Saying you ain't spending over what, $200 on a date?
Nah, wrong number. I would never spend over $100 on the first date.
First off, I 100% agree with Anthony O'Neill here. Spending hundreds of dollars on a date with somebody you don't even know yet is crazy. Like, I don't know you, you don't know me, but somehow my bank account is being drastically affected by a stranger. And honestly, $100 is generous. My first date with my wife, we went to Yard House. I mean, plates was like $20 a piece, got an appetizer, a couple drinks. The whole thing was around $100. And guess what? We're married today. So clearly the $100 starter kit works. Now let's get into the actual numbers. The median income for a single man in America is around $42,000 a year, which means after taxes, most men are bringing home about $650 a week. The average first date costs about $120. So let's look at the math. One date, $120, out of the $650 a week check is basically 18% of your entire weekly take-home pay. 18%. That's almost a whole fifth of your check for somebody you just met on the internet. You're basically giving them Monday and Tuesday's wages up front. Think about that. And then I've seen people online saying men should spend $300 on a first date. At least $300? I mean, that's Cardinal energy. That's meet the parents energy. That's we go together now. Here's your sock drawer. No wonder 2/3 of Americans say they feel stressed planning dates. If I had to date in 2025, I'd be stressed out too. The expectations are out of pocket, literally. So look, if you're single and you can spend $120 or more, cool, do your thing. Or I'm just throwing this out there. You could, do something that rhymes with the word much or crutch or such that starts with a D that involves 2 separate bills. I'll let y'all put that together in the chat. It's not my vibe, but the first date option is out there. All right, fellas, how much y'all honestly spending on the first date? Ladies, how much do you expect a man to pay on the first date now?
Word to my dad, y'all bitches better hope I never become president of the United States. First rule is gonna be mandatory. There's gonna be cameras in women's bathrooms. If it's more than one stall, there's gonna be a camera in there. Not in the stall. It's gonna be facing to see who comes out the stall so I can timestamp it. Cause I need to fucking figure out who's leaving the bathrooms the way they are. At the fucking bar, at a concert, at work. Fucking shit smeared on the walls. Y'all got blood, tissues, pee everywhere. Fuck is y'all talking about? Like, what are we really doing for real? Then y'all get up online trying to act like y'all so high sedity princesses. Who the fuck is you? Princess Swamp Fiona? Big ass, ogre ass butt leaving shit everywhere. Who the fuck is raising y'all for real? And I would hate to have to be a janitor and clean up after y'all. Y'all are grown ass women. Like, if you mad, what are you smearing? Just know, bitch, and you're going minimum 10 years. If I find out who's leaving the bathroom like this as president of the United States and we time check that shit, because you leave the bathroom, then the next person that comes is going to be like, oh my God. And then I'm going to have the timestamp to see who big, fat, ugly ass came out the bathroom before that girl gasped. You're going to jail, bitch.
And I thank you for saying this. Not because we want to expose people for being dirty and nasty, but we want to highlight how modern women get on the internet. Men know some of these ladies are downright dirty, disgusting, and nasty. We know that. But they said, oh, men ain't got a problem with hygiene. Men don't clean themselves. Men don't take care of themselves like women do. Oh, okay. Well, from what she's saying and what men already know, that bathroom tell a different story. Y'all can clean up and do all that other stuff, but that bathroom, those rooms, that shower, that sink tell a different story.
A bat? Fights ain't fair. Fights ain't fair. You don't hit me with a fucking bat. Why not? Why not? You hear me? You hear me? That fucking bat ain't gonna fucking help you. You hear me? That fucking bat just fucking pissed me off. You hear me? I ain't your fucking mama. You hear me? Turn around so I can see your fucking face. You fucking bitch. You hear me? Turn around while you fucking black that face. No, I got it. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Don't keep on now.
No, I am gonna keep on.
No.
She keeps on being a bitch to everybody.
Okay.
I am calm. I'm somewhat calm.
She knows her ass is whooped, so let it go.
No, she gonna fucking tell me it's whooped. Tell me it's fucking whooped.
Fuck off of me, Sam.
Tell me it's fucking whooped.
Sam?
Tell me it's whooped and I'll get up. Tell me it's whooped. It ain't whooped or you fucking say it. You hear me? You hear me?
Fuck! Alright, get the fuck off!
I ain't heard you fucking say it.
Get off.
Are you
You are now listening to Tima from Brooklyn,
You touch my
where we
kids.
talk all that shit.
I mean, I guess I'm looking at this video and I can't tell whether she's upset or this is a joke. Maybe it's a prank. Wow. They sold it really well. WWE.
I don't know what it. I don't know if it had to be with Eve Pitapple. It had to be. Eve messed us all up. Every single female, Eve messed us up. I think we know everything. No, this ain't what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like this. We don't want to listen. We quick to respond, and then figure out later that it wasn't even none of that, and then don't even want to apologize. We can be very rude and don't have no compassion, and we want everything to be how we want it to be, and everything all about us. Like Eve, girl. Y'all men are strong. For y'all men that been with women for a long time, y'all are some strong individuals, because we are a lot to deal with. Especially the women who just never take accountability for anything, never see their faults in anything. Everything is always everybody else's fault because it's supposed to be like this, and I don't care nothing about what you're talking about. You know who I'm really mad at though? Myself. I'm really mad at myself for taking my husband through the things that I took him through in my immature past. And I'm just thanking God, giving him the glory for maturity.
If your girl's not doing this, she must be dismissed. Watch this video. I told one young man, I said, he's looking for a wife. I said, let me tell you something, how you gonna find a wife? When you tell a wife, when you list your desires and say something that you wanna do, the woman that's your wife will pick it up and already get ideas and present it back to you.
That's a big fact.
If none of the women can hear what you say, none of them are your wives and you need to leave them alone. The woman that is supposed to be for him will hear what he wants to accomplish, pick it up, research it, come back and say, okay, here's some options.
Yeah. And that's big facts for sure.
Let's give them a show. Come on, tell these motherfuckers how you been cheating on me. How I've been paying all the bills and your ass I ain't fucking another nigga. Nah, come on, come on. Nah, come on, tell them, come on, nah, fuck this. Tell them how I've been paying all the bills and you fucking another nigga in my house, bitch. Shut the fuck up. They right here, tell them right now.
If he doesn't like kids. I love kids. And if they don't like kids, something's wrong with them. He doesn't respect me.
When do you plan to have kids?
After college, not now. I'm actually pregnant.
You're pregnant?
Oh my God! I found out yesterday, so it was kind of like a crazy thing.
What?
Bless her, yeah.
How old are you?
I am 19 years old, so wish me luck.
Was this planned or?
Unplanned pregnancy,
So what's the plan here?
the plan is, I don't have a plan. Plan is plan B. Plan is, I'm gonna abort.
So are you pro-life or pro-choice?
I am pro-choice.
Okay, so I'm not trying to make this a bad thing, but are you keeping the baby or?
I will be aborting the child.
Okay.
We've actually created a name for it, Excel.
Excel?
Yeah, we figured if we gave it like a really fugly name, then it would like make the process easier.
So if a guy doesn't like kids, it's a huge red flag, would never go out with him. But if your bestie wants to kill her own kid that she outright says is a child, you stand with her? People that love you tell you the truth, even when the truth is extremely uncomfortable for them to say. Friends that don't encourage you to be better, friends that don't tell you the truth, are not friends, because they're more worried about keeping themselves comfortable rather than having you live your life in alignment with goodness and with truth. And that's a bad friend. If this pregnant mom wanted to abort, I know it would be extremely uncomfortable if you were to stand up to her and say, hey, you should not do this. You and your child deserve better than abortion. That might end your friendship, but I hope that you would love this girl enough to tell her the truth.
Trash friends, straight up. They be talking about how men are terrible influences and it's embarrassing to have a boyfriend in this day and age. It's embarrassing to have trash friends. Your friends are bona fide trash.
Today is International Men's Day. It's funny how the social media timeline is silent. No longer says no men deserve love too. It's crazy, right? Equality only trends when it benefits them. Happy International Men's Day, my friends. Peace out, pumpkins.
When your self-love is at this level, you're not tolerating anything else. Watch this video.
If you walk out of a conversation and express yourself, and you walk out of that conversation confused or feeling unheard, you've been manipulated.
That's really out the muscle.
I refuse to be in any relationship that my voice is not allowed to be heard. I have no tolerance for it anymore. I won't allow it. It's unacceptable.
And that's a big fact for sure.
And when I listen to this, I think of all of the work that, just because of the name, my guy over at Men Need to Be Heard, the things that he's doing, he's saying, and he's talking about over on his channel and his social media. Men walk in a lot of rooms and they stay silent. I don't want to add to no confusion or no drama, but now I have something to say. When they start talking, oh man, we don't want to hear that. That's misogynistic. Oh, we don't want to hear that. That's the patriarchy talking. You need to get out of that. You need to heal. You're just broken and bitter. No. If I come through and I have some, I'll let y'all talk, but I have something to say, and all of a sudden it's, oh, that's misogynistic. We don't like all of that. Oh, you mansplaining. After you didn't just sat up there for an hour and talk me into the ground about how I'm terrible, and now I have to respond and I have something to say, and when I have something to say, it's a problem. It's not a room that I need to be in. It's not people that I need to be around. Not at all.
Guys get so offended when you call them a boy. Like, I'm not a boy, I'm a man. You're actually a bitch. I was just trying to be nice.
The fuck?
6 things I never ask my husband to do as a housewife. 1, I do not ask for alone time. I do not need alone time away from him, away from our children. Maybe sometimes I need some quiet time, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I need him to make that quiet time for me or that I need to be away from everyone. 2, I never ask my husband to clean after himself. That's my job. I find pride in that. He doesn't have to put his dirty dishes in the sink. He doesn't have to pick his dirty clothes up off the floor. I clean up after my husband, and I never complain or nag or ask him to do so. 3, I never ask my husband to cook. Again, that is my job. I take pride in that. And if I need a break, I may simply ask him if he could order pizza or if he's okay with me getting frozen pizza for the family. But I never ask him to cook. In fact, I actually teach my daughters how to cook, and they can cook meals now. So if I really need a break and want dinner, I'll just have my daughters cook it for us. Number 4, I never ask my husband to change diapers. We have 9 children, and I've never asked him to change a diaper. Now, does that mean he's never changed a diaper? No, he has on his own accord, maybe because I wasn't there at the time. But for the most part, my husband does not change diapers, and I never ask him to do so. 5, I do not ask my husband to help me with the laundry. We are a family of 11 people. There is a lot of laundry. I do laundry every single day. I never ask my husband to help me with the laundry. In fact, I make sure that I prioritize his laundry, and so he has everything that he needs, even though, sometimes I slack in that area, so I'm not perfect. But for the most part, I prioritize his laundry so he can have everything that he needs, and I never ask him for help. Number 6, I never ask my husband to serve himself, to serve me, or our children. I do the serving. In fact, if I see him getting up to go in the kitchen to serve himself, I'm sometimes offended. But no, he's not serving himself. And obviously, he's an active father. Well, not obviously, because most people would think he's just the worst kind of man in the world who isn't around his children and all the things. Yes, he is, and he's very active in our children's lives. So yes, they do go run to daddy. Daddy, can I have a glass of milk? Daddy, can I have this? And I tell them to quit asking daddy. But if he's in the kitchen, he does serve his children. Or if we're out and about and I'm trying to serve everybody, he may jump in, but I never ask him to. And usually I tell him, I got it. Don't worry about it. Not to mention, I am raising wives. I have 4 daughters, and I'm teaching them how to serve their loved ones, how to be a proper wife, a proper lady. So they help me serve our family.
Let her go. I'm not the one. I'm not the fucking one.
This is Kayla Bryant, a current student at Clark Atlanta University. Kayla says when she was on the campus shuttle which transferred students from campus to their apartments, she encountered this couple. She was getting off the shuttle and the boyfriend stepped on her foot, so she asked him if he could apologize. The girlfriend then asked her, "Do we have a problem?" Which Kayla says, "Yes, your boyfriend just stepped on my foot. Can he apologize?" They get into a physical altercation, and then the boyfriend starts choking Kayla out and threatening to kill her. Attempting to take someone's life because they asked you to apologize because you stepped on their foot is absolutely fucking crazy. Now, since this video has gone viral, people have been finding their social media accounts and they've since deleted their accounts, but they didn't delete them quick enough. This is Jordan, the girlfriend in the video, who you can hear justifying her boyfriend choking another woman out by saying she started it. According to her LinkedIn, she's a senior at Clark Atlanta University and an aspiring CRN who pitches are never beating the allegations. The boyfriend goes by Mr. Stay Motivated on social media. If only he were motivated to not be violent towards women, that'd be great.
Somebody to lock his funny looking ass up and throw away the key. If he was willing to do this to a complete stranger, imagine what he's willing to do to the women in his life. We talk about protecting black women. Y'all need to do a better job of protecting each other instead of running y'all mouth. This woman stood there and justified this brother's action and didn't intervene at all because she wanted an apology because he stepped on her foot. On another note, for the women that tend to date men that have a propensity towards violent behavior, y'all literally setting yourselves up because y'all know exactly who y'all hunching. These type of brothers shouldn't be living and walking amongst us. Believe your comment in the comment section. But y'all supposed to be grown. Never do what y'all want to do.
Well, they probably got the same attitude. And I would venture to say, I mean, I know she's crying now, but the girlfriend is right. I do believe that she started it. Like if you say, if we slow down and we say, okay, what actually happened? What probably happened is he stepped on her shoe. I would have probably let that go, right? Because it's not that important. But she probably caught an entire attitude and she got loud. And that's when the girlfriend looked back and they started getting into it. Now, after that, that should have been, I think it's stupid, but them two, the women fighting or going back and forth, right? But I'm not sure where. I'm not sure how or why this brother got involved. I just don't, I'm not seeing it. If your girl starts getting whooped, she gonna have to take that L today. But for you to come up behind her like that and do that and to start trying to choke her and stuff like that, yeah, man, I think I gotta be in agreement with this. That's just weird, bro. That's criminal behavior, dude.
All right, so this post comes up and it says, your man asked you to hustle for 6 months straight. No dates, no buying unnecessary things, only home cooked meals. What are you doing? First, Shorty say, no thanks. Cool. I go straight to the shares. Shorty talking about some, Other Shorty talking about some, I'm leaving. My man would know me well enough that I don't participate in things like this. LMAO. No, we literally don't have to do that. Just manifest. Shut the fuck up. Leaving because where are the assets, savings, and investment? How the fuck can you get savings and investments if you're not willing to sit down and grind for it? If you're not willing to sacrifice your wants versus needs? If you're not willing to sit here and grind for it? What you have to understand is that a lot of women want a finished product. Not all women, but a lot of women want a finished product. They want you to have that shit right now. And if you don't got it right now, they don't want nothing to do with you. It don't matter if you're 19 or fucking 30. They don't want nothing to do with you. Then they're not even willing to grind with you for it. These are the type of bitches that y'all wife up. These are not the women you're supposed to sit here and wife up at all. If they can't sit here and grind with you, potentially even invest with you, grind with you, build this structure with you, why fuck with her? You gotta get you one that's willing to just grit it out with you. That's willing to come up with a plan to eat with you. No fucking leech. Bum ass leech.
I think the other problem with this is that they're so short-sighted. We're not talking about years. We're not talking about decades. We're talking about 6 months of locking in. Literally. We haven't been on a date in 6 months, right? I mean, Let me go back and read this. Okay, your man asks you to hustle for 6 months straight, no dates, no buying unnecessary things, only home cooked meals. What are you doing? You can play around with that, right? So we're not buying unnecessary things, but we can buy stuff. We can buy stuff. It just can't be splurging for 6 months now. 6 months, okay? We're not going on a date. That means that we're not going out. Can you ask the man, okay, does that mean that we can't have something at home? I know we're not going out to expensive restaurants. Does that mean that we can't catch a deal? We can't go to Chili's? I mean, Chili's is super inexpensive. Could we not scrounge up some money and do that? Oh, yeah. Chili's fine. Because it'd be cheap. But we can't do expensive stuff, right? But let's say he said, well, we can't even do Chili's right now. We're going to hustle for 6 months. Home cooked meals. It didn't say what the meals were. You could be having steak at home, fajitas, shrimp, lobster. You could be having all that at home. Those questions need to be asked. So what are we talking about? I mean, because you can go get all of the stuff that you would do at Chili's and bring it back to the house. And y'all can really, if you're really down for him, make a date at the house. Y'all can go outside in the backyard, have a picnic. Get maybe borrow somebody's projector screen and then lay out in the yard and watch a movie. You could do that, or be in the house, watch a movie. But remember that this is for 6 months, right? Also, you can do a free date in the park. Y'all can have a picnic in the park. There's plenty of free events that you can go to and have a date. Y'all are not thinking about that stuff. You need to think outside of the box to see how it might work. And you need to bring that to him. When he says something like that, he's probably thinking, we got to focus. We can't do any of the unnecessary stuff. 6 months to get to where we want to be, where we need to be. And then we can go kind of crazy. That's essentially what he's saying. You got to come up and say, well, I was looking at this. I think maybe we can do it. And it ain't going to cost us no money. Or it's not going to really cost us a lot, maybe $5 per person. And we can have a pretty good time and get out the house. Okay, yeah, I guess we could.
What happens, do you think, if you follow women's advice to your tribe?
Everything will fail.
Everything will fail.
Since women thinking by feelings, you know.
Homie said everything will fail. Like 0% success rate. I could tell bro got that ism. Yeah, Marquettism is for the kids. Marquettism saves lives.
I went on a date with this guy and he was like, it's getting late. Do you want to come back to my place? And I was like, sure, but I'm not going to sleep with you. Like, that's not happening. And he was like, that's totally fine. Just come over. And I was like, cool. So I go to his place. He respects my wishes. He's so nice. He cuddles me all night. And I'm like, are you f***ing gay? Like, what? And like, I just wanted him to like try, and then for me to be like, no, you know what I mean? I wasn't gonna sleep with him. Now I feel ugly.
Oh my God.
This is what.
Oh my God.
So she knows how crazy it is, but it's real. I think that's very real.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think guys in this day and age have been taught that you can't do that.
Right.
If a guy is told, no, I'm not going to do that with you, then a guy's no means no. And a guy's going to say, and a good guy is going to go, no, I'm not going to do that. Okay, you can stay here and I'm not going to try anything. So I think that is a sweet guy and respectful. Props to the guy.
It is, but like back in the day, I totally get what she's saying.
It's like not the 80s and 90s anymore.
I know, man. And it's so sad. It's just sad that it's not the way that it used to be.
Well, you know what else? You know what else people didn't do? They didn't get on a video and tape it. You know,
right.
They didn't get on a video and talk to everybody in the world about how the guy did that. It's a completely different era. Support our show by supporting our sponsors.
You are a married man,
I am.
which I commend you for. So
How does it feel, especially being in a generation and an industry that is so against commitment at this time? You know, everyone has this gender war going on. It seems like men and women just can't get it right.
Well, I'm going to start from knocking myself off any pedestal that anybody could put me on. Like, me and my wife, we have a beautiful relationship, but we have to go through counseling and learn how to do it all the time. And part of something that we learned in counseling was it's this continuous cycle of connection, break, and repair. Like, it's nonstop. Expect it. Don't get to one stage and be like, be mad that that's happening. No, expect it. So if you expect each stage, then it's like you can choose in the same way that you expect somebody to play defense when you on offense. So you choose to be unbothered by they little checks or if they reach for the ball. Like, I've seen it, like a little push on the post, you ain't even worried about it. You ignore it, you know. So that was something that put it in perspective recently because we've seen each stage multiple times. And then when they said that, it's like, duh, right? But before you have the vocabulary to navigate it, like, calmly, right? Once you give a title to it and a name to it, then you could be like, I know what this is. All right, let me approach it from this perspective, rather than being like, man, what's happening? No, we know what's happening. This is a repair stage. And because I've identified it as such, I know how to address it with calmly. You know what I'm saying? Because it can shorten that gap between break and repair. The better you are at repairing, you know what tools to, you know, your tool bag is big, you know which one applies to what problem, then you can be like, boop, boop, boop. We back to connection. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to stay in connection. Like, and niggas don't want to be in like connection, break. They want to stay Wi-Fi repair, connection, break. No, you want to be connection.
Okay.
I love break, that. Repair, connection. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want it to be like a longer part of the wheel, you know, but
I love that.
That's the cycle. And
my phone died. And my phone charger's all the way in my car. So we'll have to go get it together once you're here. I got hungry, so I'm eating some Greek yogurt. I think you're listening.
Hi, my sweet darling angel. What are you doing?
I'm talking to you.
You didn't get my calls?
Were you watching the whole time?
I was FaceTiming my dad, and then I saw somebody was at the door. I was like, wait, what the heck?
I was leaving you a message on the ring because my phone died and my charger's in my car and I'm too scared to go get it alone.
Oh, my baby darling, you're so cute.
So I was leaving you a message telling you I'm eating Greek yogurt, cleaning, and listening to worship music. I'm just going to wait for you to get home to get my phone charger so I won't be able to call you or anything.
What the heck? This is so cute.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm almost there to get you.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
It's so early.
I know, we got done really early, actually.
Oh my gosh, praise.
Yeah, praise the Lord.
I'm so excited to see you.
Oh, it's so good to see you, my love. I'll see you very soon.
Okay, goodbye.
Wasn't that just cutest buttons? You know what I'm saying? Now, some of you might look at that and say, oh, that's unrealistic. You can't maintain that energy the entire way through. You actually can. That woman is highly attracted to her husband. That woman respects that man. That woman feels safe with that man. And how you prolong this over the entire relationship is actually simple, it's actually easy, and it's actually straightforward. You just have never been taught. In fact, you've been taught all the opposite wrong shit, and that's why you're on the verge of a divorce right now, my guy, okay? So if you're an engineer, an entrepreneur, or an executive on the verge of a divorce, or you're just tired of dealing with bad behavior from your wife, and you want to learn how to turn it around, you want her to be nice, warm, loving, kind, respectful, and you want to bring back the sex, you want her jumping out her drawers the way she did during the honeymoon phase, then I want you to DM me the word fix it right now so we can turn it around for you, my guy.
And so his caption here was, this is the type of energy that inspires a man, that you actually want to talk to me. that you actually like me, that you actually want to know what's going on with me. Not too many modern women do that nowadays.
Being untouchable is the biggest flex ever. Like, no man can say that they've ever been with me. I have never even cuddled with a guy. Literally, fuck you. Like, you think that you can just, like, get me? Ew. Oh my God. If a man ever was like, oh yeah, like I got with Talia, literally someone punched me in the fucking face. That's so embarrassing. That's so embarrassing that all these men are out there that can be talking about your body and you in the most intimate setting. We need to do better, girls.
I love seeing videos like this, man. You know, and I wish that more women would understand this, you know, especially in our society today, man. The enemy is real. You know, the enemy is making these women think that they should go sleep with 100 men or go party their lives away. And, you're insecure and you're controlling for thinking the opposite, or making a traditional woman fear being a traditional woman. You know, that's why I tell you guys all the time, man, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. Remember that, right? You gotta stop chasing these women who are not for you. Bro, there's women who are of the world. You know, there's women out here who, they're living in the world for the world, right? And that's why I tell you guys, find a woman who's for the Lord. You know, not the world, for the Lord. A woman who wants to grow with you, who wants to push with you and grind with you, man. A woman who speaks life into your life. Because I'm telling you right now, man, life is hard. Life is difficult. If you don't have a partner by your side that's gonna push you to greatness, push you to becoming a better man, what do you have? What are you doing it for? What are you doing this all for, man? You know, if we don't have a purpose, we don't have a mission, if we don't have something, what are we doing this for, right? Find a wife.
What is this?
Go. Go.
When did you even do all this? How did you have time to do this? I have my leash.
Girl, she don't really like you. That's why she's so nonchalant and asking all these questions. Because when somebody really like you, they don't care about all of that. They just happy that you even thought of them. I'm telling you, girl, leave that girl right in that goddamn room and go on about your business. She ungrateful and she not into you like you into her.
If you want to hate men alone. Not the drag all join body. Can't you hate them alone? Must you find someone to recruit your agenda? You hate men, you must hate men, you hate men, besties. Why? Why? Like, you don't fit stand alone. Be a one-man army. Hate alone and be going, you understand? Human beings will be wicked. Some men are wicked, some women are wicked. You understand? So look for who to recruit. Come, let us, even if na church they go, come, let us hate together. Communion. Communion of the brethren. Come, let us. I'm a very peaceful person, oh. Don't forget that.
Fucking overwhelmed, always.
Do you want to go somewhere by yourself today?
No.
You sure?
Yes!
I'm not saying in a bad way, man. I'm saying like to go get your piece of mind. Step out the house. You can't keep, man. Look, if I gotta go buy some shit for you to like have to be there, then that's what I'll do. Cause I can't keep like I want you to go when I offer you to leave. I want you to be okay. Maybe I'll go. You know what I'm saying? I'll go do something. Versus you saying no, I don't want to do nothing. I'm alright because whole time you probably do want to go do something. You probably don't know what to do. You don't know what you want to go do. Sometimes you just need to step out, get you that breather, get a fresh air. Get that fresh air that you need because you'll keep telling yourself no and feel like you're obligated to do everything. I'm here. You're not a single mom. You're not a, you know what I'm saying? You're a stay-at-home mom, but you're not a mom that got to do it by herself. I am here. Baby, it's okay to leave them with their daddy. I got them.
Mommy, it's okay.
Yeah, tell mommy it's okay.
It's okay, Mommy.
Or if you feel like you just need the house to yourself, you know what I'm saying? We'll step out. We'll leave you. You know what I'm saying? We'll go ride for a little bit. And wait on mommy to say come home or whatever the case may be. But you don't have to feel like you just so trapped with this life, bro. Like it's not that bad, babe. It's not.
Girl, if you don't get your behind up, get dressed and go do something. In fact, go do something with your husband and your kids. Get out the house. Because this is not acceptable. I understand that we can get overwhelmed as housewives. We can get flustered and all the things. But honey, you are blessed. You got to remember that. You got to remember what you have and stop falling victim to your own thoughts in your own mind. You have control over your happiness. You can make the decision to say, no, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be appreciative of the things that I have. Think about what is good. Take that damn bonnet off your head. Make yourself look good so you can feel good. Get up, move your body, exercise, eat good. Try some maca root or some ashwagandha root. All these things will help you balance your hormones. Your hormones are out of whack. It's not that you hate your life. It's also you're watching too much social media where you think the grass is greener, where you see a lot of other housewives are getting online complaining about how much they hate their lives and how overwhelmed they are. Quit feasting on this crap. Okay, think about what is good. You are highly blessed. Your husband has your back. You hear him? He's empathetic. He cares about your feelings. He's trying to create solutions for your problem. You're your own worst enemy right now. Do something about it before you destroy your family.
Not gonna lie to you. When I slip it in and you hear, oh, fuck, you're about to.
I also believe too that what you were saying about like a man, women want men that are 6 feet, that have this, that have that. And a lot of that is very worldly, materialistic things, which is true.
Right.
Most women are like, I won't date a man that's not this or not that. And I think that women in general, the man that might love us the best is not in the package that we think it would come in. My sister and my best friend are with short men and they are in love. My sister's been married for almost 30 years and my sister's 5'11" and she was like, I would never be with a short man. And that short man gave her the best love ever, right?
Yes.
And I feel the same way. Like for me, this person might have a stature, might be a celebrity, might be all of this. We're putting too much weight on those things. I'd rather be with a man who's 5'8" and is going to love me down. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we put value on because he's this or because he made this amount of money, we'll let him treat us any type of way. And I think women have to have way more respect for themselves. I don't care who you are. I care who you really are inside. Right. I don't care about the outside of what you represent. I want to know who you are as a person. And I think if women, we really got into that more, we would be in a better place.
If there's something you need for me to do in order to make this happen, now I'm no longer questioning him. I'm saying, all right, I'm on board. Tell me what we got to do. And from there, other additional stuff is going to come out. All right, so yeah, I need you to pack 6 days worth of clothes. All right. Even in my mind, I'm like, 6 days.
Come on.
Well, I got questions in my mind, but they can't come out my mouth. Normally for us, whatever come up in here, what's coming out? Well, why are we going to do 6 days? Do you know what we got to do in 6 days? We can do something else with that money. So instead of that just filling out, it's now, okay, 6 days. I'm wondering, okay, I'm gathering the clothes, 6 days. Okay. So is there anything else I need to be getting beyond the clothes? Do I need to make some calls? Do I need to, because it's really just changing your posture and your positioning. That's all. It's switching your posture from accusatory to wondering like why? And now it's, I'm supporting whatever it is that you say. So now your position has moved from I'm accusing you to now I'm supporting you. And that's real simple. So, but again, that's the process. And for those of us who, it takes work to do that, because naturally, when my friend called me and say we coming, we go back and forth with 15,000 questions. Well, girl, what we gonna do? And what we gonna wear? And what we need to call me back, girl? Send me your outfits. Like, what? Come on, FaceTime you. So that's natural for us as women. We don't mind doing it to each other. But for a man, it's.
When I call one of the brothers, hey man, look, come ride Navy. I might say less. Say less. Hey, I can call one of the brothers. I can call, hey, Bo, hey, come on, roll me to Nashville. Say less. He ain't asking how long we stand, where we going, who paying. It's like, man, let roll.
So y'all going to Nashville with no clothes? Y'all ain't figured nothing out, where we staying, how long we gonna stay there, how we gonna pay for it, what we gonna eat, do we need snacks on the way?
We'll figure that out, that's it.
And to a
just
woman,
go with the flow.
I feel it.
And listen,
I feel it.
And here it is. Sometimes don't even do the 3 questions.
Amen.
Sometimes just
say
go.
yes.
Let's go, baby. What you need? What we gonna do? Hey, I'm rocking with you. Sometimes.
Let's go.
Cause that's what we do.
Yes. Yes. I get it.